Thank you guys for attending today's session. You know how we do. Did you like this group? Not like this group? People, your Saturday can be spent doing something that's not this. Honest feedback.
I will start out because I could have spent my Saturday instead of getting my ego kicked right in the ass. But I just really want to say that I appreciate you for today's session. You really definitely kicked my ego in the butt with these questions today. But it was pretty good. Your sacrifices definitely don't go unnoticed. You're definitely taking like your nights out and your weekend mornings, and we appreciate the way that you're supporting us, and I personally appreciate it. I've taken many different programs, many different tutors, and by far, like, you've been the most helpful, especially with breaking down the content. And although I got like more questions wrong than usual, I did understand why the questions were that specific way. So I seen it in a positive lens for once. So I was able to retain the information and the breakdowns that you gave us. So yeah, thank you for everything.
No, absolutely. And like, I do it for our tribe. Like, I want us to succeed and get our license and continue with our social work journey. And, you know, I want to provide this information because a lot of it is, okay, what about this scenario? What about that scenario? What about this scenario? What about that scenario? And being able to have that information and really, really break it down of like, I get it now. I see why it's this option versus that option. And again, I want to provide value to our tribe. So I'm glad you found value out of today's group. And I'm glad I kicked your butt in a healthy way. You know, I want you to get this information. I want you guys to pass. So nice. Thank you for attending.
Thank you.
My name is Allison. I'm on the West Coast. I'm from Cali. I'm California.
Hey.
And I took the test twice already and I haven't passed. My first time coming into this group, and it's a shell shock because like the previous speaker, I got most of it wrong. But after your details and going over the reasonings, it makes a lot of sense. So I'm hoping to join a lot more groups. Thank you for the very valuable information and the very valuable monetary, what you charge, because I've taken very expensive courses and the way they explain it is very different. So I appreciate it. And I hope to join a few more. I'll be taking the exam hopefully by December again. And my goal is to pass it by June of 2024, because it'll be my 6-year mark and I don't want to get a new number. So yeah, thank you.
No, absolutely. And again, like, when I wake up, I really have you guys on my mind. I think about how can I add value to our tribe. And with this 5 for 5 group, I remember it was one Saturday in particular, I couldn't facilitate the group because it was a schedule conflict. And I was like, okay, I have enough time to do this one group, because, you know, we're asking about social. It's like, hey, can we get something in? Can we try, you know, this a little bit? Yeah, anytime, right? And I was like, all right, let's do a 5 for 5, breaking down 5 practice questions or something. And it grew into what it is today. So I definitely want it to be affordable, and I really want you guys to get the value out of the group and go and pass your license, because I know how it can be when it's just the financial burden, the not understanding. It's like, okay, that person explained it, but it's like, it's just not enough. So I just want to give this value to our tribe. So definitely glad you enjoyed it.
Hey, I would like to speak. My name's Catherine. I'm from Georgia, and actually I have the Georgia game on in the background, and that's a big deal because I'm a big football fan. So I kind of like jumped in here thinking that it was going to be an hour, and I'm so thankful that I did today, because these questions, and Ray, I have to say, I just found you on YouTube not too long ago, and I started watching you, and your personality and the way that you break down questions just really spoke to me and has majorly helped me, because I have done nothing but stress over this test. I have it next Saturday. I'm not as stressed because I've watched so many of your videos, and I joined your group for the first time on research last week, and it helped. And just, I have stayed here as long as I can, just because the fact that you spend the time, what you offer for the amount of money that you ask for is priceless. So that, like, just your time, I mean, you're spending so much over your time today. And I know that everybody else appreciates it as well, but I can't say enough about the group. And I'm like, I even want to join after I pass my test, which this will be the first time I'm taking it. So if I don't, it's okay. I will take it again. But I just want to keep joining your groups, even if I pass it, just because it's great information. And just appreciate you so much, and the rest of everybody else and their questions and their input.
No, absolutely. And I'm glad you're finding value out of the groups, and you ain't going nowhere. Y'all, listen, I ain't trying to let y'all go nowhere. I got plans. I want to help y'all pass your exam. And I got plans for the future. Until we get to those plans, we focus right here. We on this chapter. But like, when I say this, I'm not saying it just because it sounds good. Like, I really do believe this, where I want to add value. Like, yeah, I could charge this dollar amount, that dollar amount. And I still get that question from time to time of, is it $25 for the entire group, or is it $25 an hour? And it's a good thing it's not $25 an hour, because we be going over. It'd be like $100 groups and stuff like that. But I understand. I'm a social worker too. Like, I understand the financial burden. I understand. Listen, life be lifing. Other things come up, and sometimes we just need a different spin on things, a different take on it. So, and that's what I'm doing with this YouTube channel and these groups. So I definitely appreciate you for attending, and glad you finding value out of it.
I'd like to talk. My name's Crystal. I'm from Massachusetts. This will be my third attempt. The first two I failed by 5 points, and then by 3 points. So I'm right there. I've been watching your videos constantly. I love the ethics, how you broke it down. I'm trying to get the time to watch it all day tomorrow, because my test is on Monday in the morning. So fingers crossed I pass this time, because I'm just right there. But I'm grateful for today. I don't care how long, you can add an extra couple hours and I'll be happy. So like, I'm grateful for like the time and just like the breakdowns. Like I appreciate you, and I love watching all your videos. You're great, amazing. Thank you.
I appreciate that. And for your exam, remember, don't leave any question blank. Even if we flag it, you don't know it, try your best, guess if you really, really have to, and always put an answer down. Don't leave any answer choice blank, because we don't want to run out of time going through the exam, going back to the ones we flagged, and run out of time and automatically get the ones that we didn't put an answer for wrong. So always leave an answer. It's okay if you don't feel 100% about the answer choices. Like we were saying earlier, we know what an A+ answer choice looks like. It's very detailed, flushed out. We feel really good about it. But how about the correct answer? It's only like a C+ option, how we feel about it. And it's like, I was looking for that A+ option, but this seems like the correct answer and only feels like a C+ option. Still go with it. It's okay not to feel 100% confident for every single question. So, and you got this. Like, definitely tap into the Code of Ethics playlist, listen to it, make sure we understand that, and tell us how you pass so we can celebrate you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Ray, I'm gonna jump in and say once again, thank you. I've been rocking with the tribe now, I think about maybe 2 months, maybe 2 months, but my test is in 10 days. And I got my master's in 2013, and I took the test twice. And the last time I took it was in 2013, and I failed it by 9 points. And it gave me such anxiety that every time I thought about taking the test, I would physically get nauseous. So I just didn't try to go back and take it. And so this year I said, okay, I need to go ahead and get my LMSW. And so I just kind of like a little bit started researching where to start and pulling out my old notes and my old information. And then I guess I just kind of looked up and saw you on YouTube. And then I started listening I was like, he's making it so clear. And my anxiety went from like a 10 to like a 2. And it's been a 2, and it dips a little now and then, like lower. But my anxiety and my stress level and the butterflies in my stomach, I feel more confident when I listen to your videos, when I read your information, when you're explaining, I'm like, okay, I understand. And I just feel like, and I tell everybody, like, you need to listen to Ray. If you're trying to take this test, you need to listen to him. And so I just so appreciate you taking out the time, the amount that you charge. I mean, I stay on until the end because I never know what nuggets you're gonna drop. And so it's just like, I don't even care if you go 3 hours over, because I'm gonna stay right here, so I don't miss anything. So I'm good. And I understand people have lives. I'm an empty nester. So I don't have little small kids that have to go to games and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just like, I'm gonna be here. I'm not going anywhere, but I take my test on the 21st of October. And so I'm going to really be grinding this week. And I'm hoping and praying that this will be my time to pass. But thank you for being who you are and what you're doing for us.
Absolutely. And I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're enjoying the content. And thank you for letting others know. Because again, we don't want to be licensed by ourselves. And a big part of it is this exam, it's a different way of thinking. Right? Like I don't recall outside of this exam being asked like, hey, Ray, real quick, what would you do first? What would you do next? What's the best overall option? Hey, real quick, most likely. Very different way of thinking, very different. And you hear me equate it to driving a lot, where unless you're just a complete natural, the first time you get behind a wheel, it feels very awkward. Your hands are placed in a certain way. You're trying to pay attention to all this. And with this exam, it's like, okay, this is a scenario. I got to juggle this factor in mind. Got to keep the ethics in mind. Okay, but this error right here, did they really mean this over here? Is this enough? It's a different way of thinking. So remember to always show ourselves grace. When it comes to manage our anxiety, any techniques that we have, breathing techniques, and just reminding ourselves, like, it's okay. Like, it's okay. We're putting in the work, our 2 a day, 1 practice exam a month. We have a whole tribe supporting us, and it is going to be okay. And when you go in there and pass your exam, come back and let us know so we can celebrate you.
Most definitely. I'm coming back. I'm like Catherine. I just want to come back to the groups just so I can listen to all the information, because the information is just so good, and it's like I can just use it like continuously. So yeah, so don't be surprised if I just pop in after I pass my test, just so that I can listen to see everything that's going on.
I appreciate it. And again, y'all don't go too far, because I got plans. I got plans outside of what we do with RayTube right here for this exam prep. So
I'm with you.
All right, nice.
I want to say thank you for the male social work population. I know in my field I don't have a lot of social work co-staff, but it's good to see I have some, and also by you being an instructor. And just applying for this test has been an ordeal. I've been doing it since December, and either the website didn't work with me and all that. It was getting very frustrating. And I just started seeing your videos in the last maybe 2 or 3 weeks, so I'm being more encouraged. And I have my test the first week of November, so I'm glad I've stumbled across you, and I just want to give props for the work that you do and everything.
Nice. And I'm definitely glad you got things in motion, and you got your exam date and everything. And just to reemphasize this of not leaving any question blank. Continue to do our practice questions, and it's okay not to feel 100% confident when we're going through the exam. Heck, you guys see in the Facebook group when people pass, they post like, oh, I passed with 120, I passed with 124, and they'll even say like, I didn't feel exactly 100% confident going through the exam just because of how it's designed. So it's okay. And shout out to the male social workers. There's not a lot of us, but we out here. Thank you all for attending. Appreciate you spending your Saturday with us, and we got this. We're gonna stay focused on our studies, go in there, get our licensure exam, tell me so I could tell our tribe about it and celebrate you, and we got this. So we're gonna get through it. All right, tribe, have a great rest of your weekend.
Bye everybody.
Bye, have a good weekend.
Bye, thank you.